Morning students, I am Deepali Patil, your maths teacher from Sri Eknath Rao Kharse Talent School, Muktai Nagar. Today we are going to study division algorithm for polynomials. Okay, so division algorithm states then, let p of x and g of x be any two polynomials. Okay, p of x and g of x be any two polynomial is given to us where g of x is not equal to 0. G of x must be a non-zero polynomial. Then on dividing p of x by g of x, we can find the two polynomials. Okay, we can find the two polynomials. So on dividing p of x by g of x, we get again two polynomials. Okay, q of x and r of x. Q of x means quotient of a polynomial. It must be in the form of polynomial or it is a constant number. And r of x, again r of x is again in the form of polynomial or it is a constant number, or it must be 0. Okay, or it can be 0. Okay, such that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Okay, this form is known to us. Okay, this is the form of this form is for polynomials. But in when we divide some number, when we divide something number, then we can write it as dividend is equal to, see here, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, so this form is similar to this form. Okay, means p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, where either r of x, this r of x is equal to 0. Okay, it is equal to 0, or degree of r of x, the degree of this polynomial is less than degree of this q of x. Okay, so r of x, what after dividing, after division, if we get r of x and that degree of that r of x is less than degree of g of x, or it is equal to 0. Okay, so alternatively we can say that dividend is equal to what? Then dividend is equal to divisor. Okay, g of x means divisor, p of x means dividend. Okay, q of x means quotient, and r of x means remainder. Okay, so this result is known as Euclid's division algorithm for polynomials. Okay, now by using this division algorithm for polynomials, we have to solve some examples. Okay, so take some examples on this. Now take some examples of exercise 2.3. Okay, so question number 1 is what? Divide the polynomial p of x by the polynomial g of x and find the quotient and remainder in each of the following case. Okay, so take first example. Okay, so here p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, and g of x is equal to x square minus 2. Okay, so in the given example, p of x and g of x are given to us. So write down first given things. Let p of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, and g of x is equal to x square minus 2. Okay, divide the polynomial p of x means we have to divide this polynomial p of x by the given polynomial g of x, x square minus 2. Okay, so take the division of these two polynomials. Okay, in the form of division. So write down p of x, dividend is write down the dividend, x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. Okay, and write down divisor here, x square minus 2 is the divisor. Okay, so this is the division and this is our divisor. Okay, so how can we find the quotient then? Okay, how can we find quotient? So first term of quotient. Okay, see here, first term of quotient is equal to, okay, first term of quotient is equal to, how can we find first term? Then we have to divide the first term of this p of x by the first term of this g of x. Okay, when we have to find out the first term of quotient. Okay, first term of quotient, how will we get that first term? Then we have to divide this first term by this first term of g of x. Again, how can we get the second term? Then we have to divide the second term of p of x by the first term of g of x. Okay, how can we get the third term? Then we have to divide this third term by the we have to divide this third term of the p of x by the first term of this g of x. Okay, and this process is continued till up to we get the remainder as 0 or we get the degree of that remainder less than the degree of this g of x. ओके, हमें कहाँ तक सॉल्व करना है, जब तक हमें रिमाइंडर की डिग्री जी ऑफ एक्स के जो जी ऑफ एक्स का जो वेरिएबल है उसकी डिग्री से कम नहीं मिल जाती, तब तक हमें सॉल्व करना है. और वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट अप टू वी गेट आर ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू 0. ओके, सो सी first term means we have to divide every term of this p of x by only by the first term of this g of x. Okay, up to we get r of x is equal to 0 or up to we get degree of r of x less than degree of the g of x. Okay, so first term of quotient is equal to what then? First term is x cube. Okay, divide this x cube by this x square, which is equal to c. X cube means we can write x cube as x into x upon x into x. So 2x get cancelled. Okay, means we get only x here. Okay, so first term of this quotient is what? X. Okay, and now we have to divide, we have to subtract the multiplication of this quotient and divisor, from these terms. Okay, see here two terms are here. Okay, so if when we multiply x square minus 2 by this x, okay, we have to subtract that term. After multiplication we have to subtract that term from these two terms because two terms are given to us. Okay, so x square into x is what? X cube. Okay, take subtraction, then minus 2 into x is minus 2x. Okay, but here 3x square is given to us, minus 2x. So write down this minus 2x in below of this plus 5x. Okay, because x and this x similar terms, below the similar terms, so minus 2x. Okay, here do not write anything. And now take the subtraction. This is the positive term, this is negative term, so it will get cancelled. 5x is positive, 2x is negative, so we have to take the subtraction. 5x minus 2x is plus 3x because biggest number has positive sign. Okay, now take this minus 3x square below this line. Okay, minus 3x square plus 3x and this minus 3. Okay, now again how can we find the second term of this quotient then? Okay, so second term of quotient is equal to, we have to take the division of second term of this polynomial, okay, and first term of this g of x. So we have to write here minus 3x square upon x square. Okay, so x square get cancelled here, we get minus 3 as the second term of the quotient. Okay, so write down minus 3 here. Okay, now take the multiplication of this minus 3 with this x square minus 2. Okay, only this minus 3 we have to take multiplication of this second term. Okay, first the work of this first term is done here. Okay, so we have to take multiplication of this minus 3 with this x square minus 2. So minus 3 into x square is minus 3x square. Okay, we have to take again subtraction. Minus 2 into minus 3 is plus, okay, so 3x, x is not there, so write down the constant term below the constant term, plus 6. Okay, now we have to take subtraction. So when we take subtraction we have to change the sign of the terms. Okay, so minus 3 is, so here is minus 3, it becomes positive when we take subtraction, and this plus 6 is becomes negative. Okay, so minus 3x square plus 3x square get cancelled. Okay, plus 3x, take this below, and minus 3 minus 6 is minus 9. Okay, so we get again 3x minus 9. Okay, so here see, now we cannot take the subtraction of this 3x minus 9, and we didn't get. Now next term of quotient is not find out, because why? Because the degree of this quotient is less than the degree of this divisor, and therefore q of x is equal to what then? This x minus 3. Okay, this quotient means q of x, and r of x is equal to what then? 3x minus 9. Okay, so this process is stop here. Okay, why this process is stop? Because we get the degree of this remainder less than the degree of the quotient. Okay, see here degree of this x is 1 and here degree of this x is 2. Okay, so we have to continue this process. Okay, till we get, for another examples, till we get r of x is equal to 0, or if we get degree of r of x less than degree of g of x, then we have to stop the process. Okay, so this is the first example. This is the first example. Okay, so this is q of x and r of x, and therefore write down, therefore dividend is equal to, and therefore dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, plus remainder. Okay, so write down dividend. Dividend means this p of x. Dividend is x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 is equal to divisor is x square minus 2 into quotient is x minus 3 plus remainder is 3x minus 9. Okay, which is equal to, okay, now see, after solving this RHS, we get LHS. Okay, try yourself at home, solve this LHS, multiply, take the multiplication of these two brackets, then add 3x in it, then subtract minus 9 from it, subtract 9 from it, and we get the dividend of the given polynomial. Okay, dividend of the given example. So this is all about first example, and write down here, therefore the division algorithm is verified. Therefore the division algorithm is verified. Okay, so try to solve other examples at home. Okay, if you have any problem, then ask me. You can call me on my personal number also. Okay, similarly question number 2 is very easy. So question number 2 is very easy. Try to solve it at home again. See here what is given in this example. See, check whether the first polynomial is a factor of the second polynomial. Factor of the second polynomial by dividing the second polynomial by the first polynomial. Means, see here, this is the first polynomial. Okay, and this is the first polynomial, and this is the second polynomial. We have to divide this second polynomial by this first polynomial. How can we divide? We know very well. Okay, we see the first example. So try to solve question number 2 at home again. Question number 1 is easy, question number 2 is easy. Okay, now we have to take next example. Now take question number 3 of exercise 2.3. So read the question. Obtain all other zeros of the polynomial 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 if two of its zeros are under root of 5 upon 3 and minus under root of 5 upon 3. Okay, now we have to find out all the zeros of this given polynomial. Okay, two of its zeros are given to us. Okay, so write down the polynomial first. Let p of x is equal to 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Okay, so now two of its zeros are given to us. Okay, so these zeros are, the given zeros are, okay, so write down that zeros also. The given zeros are under root of 5 upon 3 and minus under root of 5 upon 3. Okay, we have already seen in the relation between zeros of the polynomial, zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. How can we write zeros as? We can write zeros as x minus 3. Okay, see, if 3 and minus 3 are the zeros of the given polynomial, then we can write this 3 as, this first zero as x minus 3. Okay, and this second zero as x minus minus of 3. Okay, x minus of 3. Okay, means we have to subtract these two zeros from this x. Okay, x, so first zero we can write it as x minus 3, and second zero we can write it as x minus of 3, means we get it as x plus 3. So how can we write these zeros then? Therefore by factor theorem. Okay, therefore by factor theorem. Okay, by factor theorem, we can write these zeros as x minus under root of 5 upon 3, okay, and x minus under root of 5 upon 3 and x minus, and this minus becomes plus under root of 5 upon 3, okay. But again these two factors are, these two factor means these are the factors of the given polynomial, okay. So when we find out the factors of the polynomial, then we get the condition as x minus 3 into x plus 3, okay. After multiplication of these two bracket, we get the given polynomial again, okay. So if these are the zeros of the given polynomial, then if we are taking the multiplication of these two zeros, then we get the given polynomial again. But these are only two zeros of the given polynomial. We have to find out all the zeros of this polynomial, okay. But these are the zeros, okay. So we can write them as, therefore x minus under root of 5 upon 3 into x plus under root of 5 upon 3, okay. Now solve these two brackets, we get the polynomial, okay. Solve these two brackets, x into x, okay. Take the multiplication, first term multiply the other terms of the second bracket, okay. X into x is x square, okay. X into plus root 5 upon 3 is plus under root of 5 upon 3 into x, okay. Then minus under root of 5 upon 3 into x is minus, take the multiplication, minus under root of 5 upon 3 into x, okay. Minus under root of 5 upon 3 into plus under root of 5 upon 3, we get minus under root of 5 upon 3 into under root of 5 upon 3, which is equal to, okay. So here x square, okay, plus root 5 upon 3x minus root 5 upon 3x, okay. So here again x is common, okay. Under root of 5 upon 3 into x is common. If we take it outside, we get 1 minus, and in this side again 1 minus 1, we get it as 0, means this whole term becomes 0, because these are similar terms, but they have different signs. So if similar terms are there and they have say different signs, then it becomes cut, okay. Now minus 5 root 5 upon 3 into root 5 upon 3, okay. Root 5 upon under root of 5 upon 3, root 3 into root 3, we can write it as root 3 into root 3, multiplication of 3 under root of 3 into 3, okay. Because root is similar, okay. Root, take it one at one time, okay, and then take the multiplication of these two numbers. Under root of 3 into 3, we get under root 9, and we know that root 9 means what? 3, okay. So minus, we have to take the multiplication, means we have to write under root of 5 upon 3 into 5 upon 3, which is equal to x square minus under root of 5 into 5 is 25 upon 3 into 3 is 9, which is equal to x square minus, okay. We know that under root of 25 is 5, under root of 9 is 3, means 5 upon 3. So we get x square minus 5 upon 3, okay. So this is the simplification of these two bracket, okay. Means x square minus 5 upon 3, x square minus 5 upon 3 is the zeros of the given polynomial, okay. Now we have to find out all other zeros. So how all other zeros of the given polynomial, so how can we find? So we have to divide the given polynomial p of x, we have to divide this given polynomial p of x by this x square minus 5 upon 3, then we get the all other zeros of the given polynomial. Means we have to apply division algorithm here. So write down here, therefore by applying division algorithm, we get, okay. So apply the division algorithm, okay. Divide the given polynomial, write down here, the given polynomial is 3x raised to 4. If some terms are missing, means see here, if 3x to 4 is given and then directly minus 2x square is given and this term is not given, then you have to write 0x cube there, okay. But in this example this is not done here, okay. In some examples if this is given, then write down 0, okay. 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. And now divide the given, now divide this given polynomial by this factor, this polynomial x square minus 5 upon 3. Okay, again how can we find the first term of quotient then? So write down first term of quotient. First term of quotient is equal to, means we have to divide first term of this p of x by the first term of this q of x. Okay, so 3x raised to 4 is divided by x square. Okay, so x square and this x square get cancelled. Okay, so here only in numerator only x square is remaining. Okay, and 3 is multiplied, so 3x square is the first term of quotient. So write down 3x square. Okay, we have to take subtraction. Now multiply this 3x square. Now take the multiplication of 3x square with x square minus 5 upon 3. So 3 into the 3x square into this x square means 3x raised to 4. Okay, minus 5 upon 3 into 3x square. Okay, see here. See here. So see here, minus 5 upon 3 is multiplied by this 3x square. Okay, so this 3 get cancelled, we get minus 5x square. So write down this minus 5x square below the x square. Okay, below the variable having x square. So here x cube, so we have to write this minus 5x square below this minus 2x square. Okay, now take the subtraction. Okay, so plus 3x raised to 4 minus 3x to 4, x raised to 4 get cancelled. Okay, means again we have to change the sign of these terms. Okay, this term is positive, so it becomes negative. This term is negative, it becomes positive. Okay, minus 2x square plus 5x square means we get plus 3x square. Okay, this plus 6x cube, write down it as minus 10x minus 5. Okay, so now here again degree of this term is greater than the degree of this g of x. So again we have to continue the process. Okay, now second term, find out the second term of quotient. Second term of quotient. Second term of quotient is equal to what the second term then? We have to to find out the second term, we have to divide the second term of this polynomials means 6x cube by the first term of g of x means x square. Okay, so x square and x square get cancelled, only x is remaining, we get 6x. Okay, so second term is 6x plus, okay, because this 6x cube is positive, so plus 6x. Okay, now we have to take the multiplication of 6x and this x square minus 5 upon 3. 6x into x square means 6x square into x is x cube plus 6x cube. Okay, now again see here, 5 upon 3 multiplied by 6x. 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. 5 into 2 is 10. So we get 10x. Okay, so we get, okay, but here minus sign is there. So minus 10x. Okay, so this is x square term. Okay, so write down minus 10x below the 10x. So minus 10x up. Okay, now we have to take the, okay, जो वेरिएबल है उसके नीचे ही वो उसका वेरिएबल लिखना है. ओके, सो 6x क्यूब माइनस 10x, सो 6x क्यूब. अगेन वी हैव टू टेक सब्सट्रैक्शन, सो साइन बिकम्स चेंज. So this positive term becomes negative and this negative terms becomes positive. Okay, now take the subtraction. Positive negative becomes 0. Then plus 3x square. Okay, then minus, and we have to take, okay, this minus 10x plus 10x becomes 0 plus 0 and this minus 5. Okay, again x square, 3x square. See the degree of remainder. Again the degree of remainder is equal to the degree of g of x. We have the degree of remainder is less than the degree of the g of x. Okay, so again we have to proceed. Now find out the third term. Third term of quotient. Third term of quotient is equal to, okay, so third term of quotient is what then? 3x square. So we have to divide this 3x square by this x square, first term of g of x, which is equal to x square get cancelled, we get 3 only. Okay, so again positive, this 3x square is positive, so this 3 is again positive plus 3. Okay, now we have to take the multiplication of these terms. 3 into 3x 3 into x square is 3x square. Okay, positive 3x square. And then multiplication of, see, minus 5 upon 3 multiplied by this 3, we get 3 get cancelled, we get minus 5 only. So write down minus 5 below this minus 5 constant term. Okay, now again we have to take subtraction. If when we take subtraction, the sign becomes changed. Okay, this positive becomes negative, this negative becomes positive. Okay, so 3x square plus 3x square minus 3x square becomes 0. Okay, minus 5 plus 5 becomes 0. Okay, so we get remainder as 0. And then write down, dividend, and then write down dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So write down dividend here. Dividend is 3x raised to 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5, which is equal to divisor is x square minus 5 upon 3 into quotient is 3x square plus 6x plus 3 and remainder is 0. Okay, now see, we have to find out all other zeros. So how can we get the all other zeros? We know that, we already know that x square minus 5 upon 3 is related to this, means this is given to us. This polynomial is related to the factors of this polynomial. Okay, so this is already the factors. So how can we get the other factors? By splitting this second term, means by splitting this quotient. Okay, quotient polynomial. Okay, so split this quotient polynomial, we get the other term. So write down for zeros, write down the given polynomial 3x square plus 6x plus 3 is equal to, now we have to split this polynomial. Okay, we know that already this is the this term is what, then factors of or zeros of the given polynomial. Okay, we have seen, already seen. Okay, see here, x square minus 5 upon 3 means factors of. Okay, this is the explanation of the factors. Okay, so this is already the factors, so we get other factors from this polynomial 3x square plus 6x plus 3, which is equal to, now split this, we have to take multiplication of first term and constant term, means we get 9x square. Now we have to find out factors of this 9x square such that we get 6x as a 6x. Okay, so how can we split then? 3 3s are 9, means 3 3. Okay, 3 into 3. If we take multiplication, then we get 9. Okay, we have x square, so we have to write 3x and 3x. Okay, when we take multiplication of this 3x, we get 9x square, and when we take the addition of this 3x, we get 6x. Okay, so both terms are positive. Okay, so 3x square plus 6x plus 3. Okay, so split this 6x in the form of 3x and 3x. Okay, now this 6x is positive, so this both numbers carry positive sign. Okay, again this 9x square is positive, so this again these both terms are positive. So we can write this as 3x square plus 3x plus 3x plus 3, which is equal to, see here, 3x is common in this both term. Okay, if 3x is get outside, then only x is remaining, plus 3x is get outside, then only 1 is remaining, plus again 3 is common in bracket, x plus 1 is remaining. Okay, and again see, in both the terms x plus 1 is remaining, so take it outside, x plus 1, and then in another bracket we get 3x plus 3. Okay, now for zeros, we have to take these both terms equal to 0. Okay, so therefore x plus 1 is equal to 0, or 3x plus 3 is equal to 0, and therefore we get x is equal to minus 1. Okay, after transposing this plus 1 to RHS, it becomes negative, or we get 3x is equal to minus 3. Okay, 3x is equal to minus 3, and therefore x is equal to what, then we have to divide both the sides by 3, we get minus 3 upon 3, and therefore x is equal to minus 1. Okay, so these are the another factors of given polynomial, and therefore the other zeros. Okay, so the other zeros of the given polynomial Therefore, the other zeros of the given polynomial are minus x is equal to -1 comma -1 comma then root 5 upon 3 comma minus root 5 upon 3. So all these are the zeros of the given polynomial. Okay, so two zeros are already given to us. Okay, and we have to find out the other zeros. Now try to solve such examples at home. Thank you.